Hey, hey YouTube. So another or people being better than others. As simple as the difference between brokenness. As you can see, everyone else full bars except this one kid that I've played with before, who's in the lobby, Sombra. Anyway, I don't think it's the Sombra. So I don't know if you saw that. Let's rewind that a little bit. I should have been a triple kill because it doesn't matter what gun. It doesn't matter how you use this gun. If you shoot someone in the chest, the leg, the head, and from previous Call of Duty experiences, if you shoot any gun that's 3 bullets, whether it be in any part of the body, they die. Now, for the most recent Call of Duties, they've weakened the damage, so even 3 bullets in the body of um, whether it be an average gun or the weakest gun doesn't kill them, which is, oh, wait, what? Say what? That's retarded. Why would 3 bullets, even in a fantasy game that's not realistic, why would 3 bullets not kill someone? It makes no sense. So that got me thinking, okay, well, how come previous Call of Duties and this Call of Duty? It's like, no, that's not always the case. Sometimes it is the case because the game's broken. Other times it's the case because it simply is a mod. Because certain guns cannot, it's literally impossible for you to shoot a 3 round burst and kill someone when there's AFK versus shoot another one who's AFK who's using mods and then turns around and kills you when you're shooting them with a full clip, and it takes 12 bullets to get hit markers on them and they still don't die. This has happened more often than I'd like to talk about, but this is absolutely ridiculous. So watch this. I shoot 3 round bursts, which is 9 bullets. About maybe only 2 or 3 round bursts, which is 6 bullets. And I should it be because of the penetration, it should be 2 to 3 kills. Because watch this, they're all lined up, right? Watch this. Kill this one. Oh, the guy steals my kill, like a douche. Look at that. Look at that. So let's get this so you get the perfect angle at this, right? So this one faggot, like my Titan is full of boosters, right? Get this, right? So this guy is perfectly, seeing me shooting the guy. He's a fucking booster. This one faggot, Paul Rocks, is an absolute queer. He gets behind me purposely, so soon, and he keeps run. He doesn't try to get on the objective. He doesn't try to do anything. He just trolls like a faggot for absolutely no reason. So please record this kid for being a boosting faggot. I mean, he's a troll, obviously, but I think he's doing it more to help the other team because I think if I remember correctly, they were talking to each other and saying, "All right, yeah," it's just like basically congratulating each other on helping the enemy team win. So I'm like, really? Are you serious right now? So watch. So Paul Box purposely gets behind me, and then I don't even say anything to him. Don't own this guy. And as soon as I go forward to pop my head up to get some covering fire for my garbage teammates to offer them support, which I never get in return, and I mean never, ever, ever, because no one's a team in team-based objective games. No one is. Absolutely no one is. It's a free-for-all, and you're screwed. You're screwed. If you see a teammate sees you getting shot, it's like, no, fuck you. I'm gonna wait until you die, and then I'm gonna steal your kill. And then there's either so retarded that they'll die, or they're just douchebags and they'll end up succeeding in stealing their kill. Stare at him. I'm gonna stare back at you, left and right, left and right. Okay, well I see him getting shot at, so I see my teammate getting shot at. Let me purposely let him die, and then they'll even be retarded enough to say, "Hey, over here," jumping up and down, spinning around in circles, and then give the enemy a free headshot. Like, really? Are you serious right now? So yeah, I just thought I'd mention that. So here, this kid. Watch this kid. All right, so I'm gonna even do this in third person. Watch this faggot. It's like, look at that. He's trying teabagging me. Like, why are you looking at me, bro? Like, what the hell is your problem? And it's just like, he was even laughing about it being a complete douche. So let me speed this up for you just to show you the mods that I'm talking about. So this is an insta-kill weapon. If you shoot 1 round burst of this, doesn't matter where in the body, you get a kill 100% of the time. Unless you're playing with modders, of course. No perk in the game, because they don't have Juggernog in this game. No, bullet penetration, none of that. No one on the other team has kinetic armor. The game has just started, so let me show you what this is all about. Let's see if I can get the perfect angle on this. Alright, kill this guy. I'm about to go for the next one. Let's get this guy is about to troll me. Alright, wait for it. Alright. It looks like it's glitching. I'm not glitching. Alright, actually, I can't tell if I'm glitching. People have tried to hack my accounts, and my voice skips because of how much freaking viruses they put on my account. So, and of course, Sony's not going to do shit because they're garbage. You're like, oh, your account's not been hacked. Like, you don't have to freaking take down an account to hack someone's account. You can still put viruses in their account. Oh, well, there's nothing on our end. Of course there isn't. There's also nothing on your end when your own entire Sony division was getting hacked by Lizard Squad. Dumbasses. Anyway, let's continue. Trying to freeze a shot where they all, like, literally... Alright, so those are two guys about to converge, like, literally line up perfectly. Alright, so there's 1, 2. So I killed that one. That third one on the left's about to get in there. And then there's one behind him. So I'm easily could have gotten a quad feed if those guys weren't using mods. So that's already 1 kill, plus those 2 guys. Then another guy gets right behind him. I'm like, how am I getting hit markers? How am I getting hit markers? What the actual hell is going on here? And actually, I think I did shoot the other one. I don't know if I killed him. Let's just do this one more time so you guys see how ridiculous this is. There we go. So let's show if it's... Alright, so I do get 1 kill. The guy that was behind. And there's at least the entire team right there. Because that's one guy jumping to the left. One guy jumping up and down like a freaking retard. The Pyro. And then the rest of the 4 are converging and freaking having a 4G orgy. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, hashtag 4G orgy. Make it a thing. I don't care. So yeah, they're all like freaking rape train. Oh, you put your dick in my butt and I'll put my dick in your butt, and just a never-ending freaking turtle on top of turtle theory, whatever. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get an easy quad feed, right? Wrong. I get 1 kill. I'm shooting these guys with an insta-kill round. So technically, because this has great penetration and great damage, I should have killed both of them, which I have done in a private match where I'll just have two of my friends line up. Not boosting, by the way, because I'm not a booster and I hate boosters. Plus the fact that you can't boost off of anything if nothing is converged to actual multiplayer. Private match, you don't gain anything, which is why I don't play private match unless to make YouTube videos for you guys. Everything else is a waste of my time because it's not, you're not gaining anything, nothing happens. It's literally, you play for nothing to progress in no way, shape, or form. So I'm like, what? There's no point unless I'm helping you guys out. So yeah, I've done it to where I've actually gotten a 3 headshot penetration and a 2 kill with body shot through 2 sets. The one killed the one set, and then because the penetration shot either went to the other one, I forget how this worked, but I think no, it has. Yeah, it has. So it has gone through 2 people. So I'll shoot one of these, and it will go through 2 people, and it will give kill instantly. So if they're both lined up, whether you shoot the leg through the other leg or the body through the other body, you'll get another kill. Now, it is possible that if you have 3 people lined up and you shoot them through the leg, shoot them through the body, you will kill the 2 people in front, but not the third one in back, because then the bullet damage is decreased through how many bullet bodies it has to travel. I don't know if that's the logic or if that's trying to do Battle to Roost ever since Boots on the Ground was taken off and stuff. So yeah, I don't know what's up with that. So I mean, in real life, bullet damage is bullet damage. It doesn't matter how many bullets are in front of you. Especially, I guess no, it does. But depending on the caliber. But I mean, this isn't a real in the bullet pen FMJ pretty much. But this isn't a realistic game, so I just thought this was pretty interesting. Yeah, all right. So that's easy a quad feed. But let me just continue the video and stuff. Continue to see the mods in the game. So easy quad feed, I get only 1 kill. I'm like, what the hell? And I keep shooting this guy, like, what the fuck is your problem? Why are you boosting? And I even go to the third person, and it's like, he is obviously trolling me. As he's doing it, he's laughing his ass off. It sounded like a complete retard. Oh, you know, look guys, I'm blocking this kid. It's like, sounds like a fucking dumbass. That guy goes to camp in the corner like a tryhard. And I'm like, okay, you know, I've played so many games where I'm the only one playing the objective. I'm starting to realize, like, you know, every time I go for the objective, I'm always the top guy in the team, most kills, most objective, most everything, because I'm always the MVP player. But I don't know if it's a curse, if it's just, I don't know if it's just like I'm in a continuous boosting lobby. I don't know if it's someone's hacked my account so I purposely join the losing team or just the lower levels. I don't know what it is. I honestly have no idea. But yeah, almost 9 times out of 10, I will find that I will be on the losing team. Whether it's a game that's just starting, which makes sense if I was going to join a game that's already in pre-game lobby, the losers rage quit because they're pussies, and then, you know, I get a trashy team. That's fine. That does happen a lot, but it's more 50-50 between joining the game and having losers versus joining the complete random lobby and having losers. And it's just like, really? What are the odds of 8.5, but mostly 9.5, 8.5 to 9 to 9.5% of the games, like every 9 games out of 10 games I play, I find that I'm on a bunch of boosters team. Like either they'll be pussies, either they'll be boosters, either they will be trollers, gay kids, whatever. It's retarded in one sense or another. I'm like, what are the chances? I mean, I know there's a lot of losers that play video games, but this goes beyond the stereotype. Like, this is beyond ridiculous. This actually makes no sense. Like, why would this happen? So, I don't know what's going on. I honestly don't. Maybe I'm just unlucky, even though there's no really such thing as luck. I mean, maybe I honestly have no idea. I'm a very scientific thinker. I'm a very logical thinker. So when this comes into play, where it makes absolutely no sense, even the mathematics, the statistics, I can't even say the word today, it makes logically no sense. It should be a 50-50 fair gameplay. Now, if I'm on the same team that sucked before, I guess I can give it that, you know, like I keep playing, I don't learn my lesson, I give them benefit of the doubt that they won't suck dick next time because they switch a couple members, they keep the other couple members, but it ends up not being that. So I'm like, okay, wow, what am I doing here? So then I'll leave. I've tried to find a new game after that game's done. It's like, it's just continuous, never-ending cycle of me finding non-stop. I actually can find more often than not 10 out of 10 games completely straight. I have a complete terrible win-loss ratio because I have utter shit teammates, and I'll go for the entire time. I'll play like, if I want to go a long game day, I could probably play 30, 40, 50 games, and I would say minimum 42 on the best day of my life of those games out of 50 I've lost. On an average day, 45, 46, maybe 44 out of 50 games I will lose. And I'll always, of course, I'll be on the top guy with the most objectives, the most kills, the least amount of deaths, the best stats, period. Not being biased, none of that bullshit. Like, look at it. I took out 3 guys. And through that door, like, if I didn't have skill, then I couldn't do that. And I will admit, yes, that was easy because they weren't looking at me. But it doesn't matter how you get the kills. It's a matter of you getting the kills. Yes, I agree. On skill, it matters on how you get the kills. But there's a lot of retarded people that I play with. They're like, oh, well, I got more kills than you. Well, you're boosting with your butt buddy over there, getting free headshots. Oh, no, you just suck. You're just complaining that I'm a booster because you suck. Like, no. If you're sitting and giving free kills off your split screener or whatever, and then you're going to say you're better than someone, how ignorant are you? Like, I shot that kid at least with 3 shots. Let's rewind that, because that's utter shit. Like, alright, so first off, let's watch this again. Alright, here we go. Didn't hit him. I missed a shot. I don't know how. He somehow slipped slightly to the left. Still missed, even though I've noticed sometimes when I watch the kill cam on them, they'll shoot to the right, they'll shoot above the head, they'll still get a headshot, even though they only shot above the head. They'll shoot to the slight right, and they'll still get a hit marker. But oh, how convenient. If I shoot to the slight right, which I understand if it was a realistic game, but if that's game, shouldn't it be applied to both parties? If they shoot slightly to the right and the bullets never touch me, but yet they get hit markers and kill me, shouldn't the same be applied to me, low levels or not? Because that's not fair, because it's taking the gaming code or the gaming mechanics and it's messing them up. And because of how lazy Call of Duty is, they're not going to say, okay, we're going to give you a handicap where you're more likely to get hit markers if you're not hitting the person, but you get near the bullets, you know, abrase them or don't even touch them, they just whoosh by them. But the people who are high levels or better or better KD are going to have more trouble getting hit. I don't get it. Yeah, I honestly don't get it. And hashtag Call of Duty logic as this game has, this is going above and beyond the Call of Duty. But seriously though, I don't get what's going on here. So let's watch this a little bit more. Alright, I die. It shows I only got 1 hit marker. Even though when I do remember playing, I got at least 4 hit markers. I mean, sometimes it will show that I got 4 hit markers, but on the replay it will not show that, because when someone's using a lag switch or editing the video however they want, there's mod menus for literally anything that you can conceive in your mind. So if you can believe it happens, it's a possibility. If you cannot believe it can happen, it more or less is going to be a possibility. I've seen more mods in my lifetime on Call of Duty than I have actually well, I'm not a modder, so I can't say that. I can't say that I use mods. What would be a good expression or a good example? I've seen more mods. Fuck it, I've just seen a whole lot of mods. I don't, I don't know how to explain it. Like I've seen more modders. It's like, and then you get the backwards thinkers saying, "Oh, there's no such thing as hackers," and stuff like that. So I just don't know how to go about saying that. Like, how are you gonna say there's not a hacker when someone hacked Sony? How can you say there's a hacker if you can build something but you can't destroy it or take it apart? It's like nothing you build is undestroyable. There's literally nothing in the world that you can build that can't be destroyed, and vice versa. So I mean, it's really strange. So yeah, that's my little spiel on that. Let's continue the video. All right.
Hardpoint is ours. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint lost.
Alright, so this guy, I got 2 hit markers. It only showed I got 1. But if you saw, I had hit each bullet. Yeah, the iron sights went slight to the left and slight to the right, but each bullet sliding to the left of his shoulder, to the right of his shoulder, hits markers. So then how is it going to be that I hit all 3 bullets? Doesn't matter if they hit in the exact same location. If they hit the body, 3 bullets, which even if bullets curved or shot so slow that they slowly moved across the board, it doesn't, because it's a 3-round burst, and because of the game mechanics, the gun shoots in one direction. You shoot 3 shots, it's so fast, even though it sounds slow and looks slow, the bullets go through the body, period. Realistically, if you're shooting a 3-round burst and that fire rate is utter crap, then yeah, you're going to shoot left shoulder, right into the middle of the vertebrae, and then to the right shoulder. But that's not what this game does. And it's like, okay, Call of Duty Logic, you know, as most broken game of Call of Duty series, Black Ops 3, or modders. And it's really, you have to have friends who mod to understand what to look for, what to understand if it's one of those 3, or if it's, you know, if it is modders. So yeah, I'm just so, and then look, and then I get another 3-round burst shot into him and get another hit marker. Besides the one that didn't show register, plus he had been hit earlier, if you had gone and seen him through his gameplay just coming up here. So he's already beyond 1 shot, and he's still able to survive, right? He jumps down. I somehow missed that shot, God knows why. Now, if I was a noob, that would have hit him, or if I had the handicap that everyone else has, even though it's not a handicap, it's a mod, or I don't even know. I've just explained it. I'm not explaining it again. All right, that, I guess I can give him that. You know, I hit him, but somehow it moves to the, I don't know. I'll give him that. And then somehow this guy comes up behind me. I don't know if I can. I mean, sure. Okay, that's the Brecci. That's got long whirl. That's not unreasonable from that distance. But what's funny is that I've been from closer distance and I haven't gotten hit markers, and they've clearly hit them. And I've even been further than this with the enemies, and they've been able to get hit markers. Like, where's the logic of that? If a shotgun cannot hit someone from close up, and I'm hitting them, like, all right, so he's at the back of that room. Let's say he's just to the pinpoint of the back of the end of that table, right where that red toolbox is. I've hit them, and it's like, okay, I don't get a hit marker. Like, what the hell? But yet he'll be farther than that, or he'll even be, let's say if I was all the way to that, you know, on that pad about to fall off, like that guy just did. And let's say he's all the other way in the other room, and he does have let's just pretend this wall isn't here, this big visual wall. He can shoot me from there, and he'll still get a hit marker and actually kill me from that far. I'm like, again, where's the logic in that? So I just thought that was pretty interesting. Let's continue with the video. Speed this up a bit. Not too much. Alright, that's not too much.
Hardpoint lost.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Let me just.
Hardpoint is out.
Right, so I go in here.
Hardpoint lost.
Enforcers.
Hardpoint locked down.
Alright, so let's watch this gameplay. So the guy's clearly to the left. He's about to slide in and try to shoot me. He's right there. Here he comes. Missed that shot. Missed that shot somehow. And I'm getting shot with a shotgun even though he's shooting to the left. And I'm like, no, that's not, yeah, I'm the guy in the yellow on the map. So I'm getting shot with a brecci. So it's not that guy all the way up there again, is it? Does he have God mode long barrel? And on the minimap there only shows one guy to the right, which could potentially get me a little bit red screen because he's not too far away. No, no, because I'm not the blue square again. I'm the yellow square. I'm literally sideways across the map. So I mean, it's a possibility, but it wouldn't do as much damage as it's showing I'm getting at. So let me just go third person. No, this is free mode. Is this the Brecci? That's the Argus, isn't it? Yeah, it's Argus, but I'm hearing dun 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 like it's the Brecci. So what the hell am I getting shot at? You know, is it my teammate? Is my teammate using the Brecci? No, he's using the VMP. What's this? Is he using the Brecci? No. Oh, hold on. Wait, is he? Yeah, I think he is. He's using the Brecci, and I'm getting hit with the... Okay, hold on. Oh, alright, well then I'll debunk that. Alright, I was wrong. That guy was shooting my teammate with the Brecci. And I guess I was getting shot with the M8. Let's verify that real quick. Well, there will be times when the guy clearly does not have a Brecci. I'm getting shot from... There's like nobody there. And I'll do it in other game modes where I'll show you what I'm talking about. And I'll get shot with the Brecci. There's no one around me with the Brecci. I'll look in theater mode. I hear the Brecci being shot. No one else is shooting me. And there's no one on my radar that's even close to even getting a remote hit marker. So that guy might be that far away or further. I hear the Brecci being sprayed. I'm like, okay, is this World at War God mode? Because World at War God mode, you can literally shoot anywhere in any direction at any time. And World at War God mode, or Super God mode, as some people call it, or I don't. There's not really a name for it because there's just ignorant people not willing to do their research. I'll call it WAW or World at War God mode. So what it is if you shoot in any direction, that bullet will then go through a wormhole, or just teleport immediately to you, and you'll die instantly. So it's sort of like having stopping power. So they shoot one bullet with any gun in the game, you'll die instantly. That's World at War God mode. They shoot up in the sky, they shoot at the ground, they shoot spin in circles, no one's near them. That bullet teleports to any random person, could be the nearest on the map, could be alphabetical order. I don't know what the order is, but to me it's really random. They shoot anywhere they want, and your entire team dies. And then just every time they shoot a bullet, someone dies. So it's like, I don't even know, but that's how it works. Regular aimbot, snipers and whatever, it goes to your head, and it instantly aims at your head, even though you're not aiming it with the right analog. You'll just aim it without aiming at all, and if it's close enough, the rectiles are close enough or whatever, or maybe even not, maybe if you have an even better one than that, 2.0, you can literally aim anywhere, and it'll be facing the opposite direction, and it'll probably just spin you around and aim with whoever the closest person is, and aim right at their head. So I thought that's pretty interesting. That's, more often than not, universal aimbot. But the one I talked to you about before was a World at War aimbot. I mean, it's literally God mode aimbot, because you can shoot in any direction. You don't have to aim at anyone. You can literally free fire, and you'll get a kill for every shot. So thought that was pretty interesting. Let's continue.
Hardpoint lost.
Oh god. So I mean, you can understand why I might be salty or pissed when literally since what was fair, or mostly I would say at least 75, even given a generous 80% fair, 9 games out of 10 that I would play, even with shitty teammates, it was still fair when I was playing Call of Duty for the first Modern Warfare, not remastered, and then Black Ops and World at War before it got hacked by modders, and Activision still keeps the servers up for God knows what reason, even though they're wasting more money, yet they're going to take servers, funding out of the servers, for this game and say, oh yeah, here's bonuses to everyone, and then we're gonna make take some of that funding, build our entire service for ourselves for every Call of Duty that comes out. So that way we have our own personal servers. Plus we also have an additional server to keep increasing our speed, while the rest of our public has absolute shitty speed. Even if you have the best internet in the world and you are a business type of internet, it doesn't really matter. It's not connected to the actual servers unless you're rich enough to, buy your way in. So yeah, I just thought that was very interesting. I mean, because actually, like I've said in other videos, I have a friend who's worked at Activision, and one currently works at Sony as well. There are 2 friends. I'm friends with the one at Activision, and then I've also met the one at Sony that my friend's friend is. So, and they've all they've all told me what's been really going on. So I'm just really flustered that that's been happening. You know, because of the perks of working at Sony and Activision, they sort of blackmail you into staying there. So let's say you are a person like me, and let's say I go to work for Activision. I'm like, okay, nice company. It sells my favorite game, Call of Duty. All right. Oh, hey, hold on a sec. I got a customer complaining because I'm a great customer service employee. I want to do something good for that customer. My boss comes over to me and says, hey, screw them. Flick them off. But they can't see you flicking them off. Flick them off. And just say, fuck you in the most respectful way possible. We're not going to help you and you're screwed. But try to make it seem like you know what you're talking about and that you're going to help them, but then play a roundabout word game to where you're not going to help them because you're not going to help them. I'm like, okay, well, that really fucks me up. And this is, again, this is a skit or scenario as if I was working at Activision, which is sort of what my buddy has to deal with. It's like, okay, so I can't help them? I'm not supposed to go to offer good customer service? No, it's a fine line, Jimmy, or whatever you want to call the person I'm giving a skip to. You have to you have to use soft and candy sugar coated beat around the bush words, and you have to be completely respectful, but you got to say fuck you to them in some manner or way. You can use the nice words, but you got to say fuck you, I can't help you without saying the actual words fuck you, just in your tone of your voice or the lack of education you have in the service because we hire only the fuck one. And just anyway, you have to say fuck you without actually saying fuck you. And that's our job here at Activision and Sony. We have to say fuck you to get them pissed and have them go to Xbox, get even more pissed, so they come back to us with tails in between their legs. I mean, and I've already said this in other videos, Xbox 3 and every Microsoft product is utter shit. Okay? It is. Everything by definition and scientific reasoning, and there's been many educated people who have made things about this. Sony is naturally the better product. Okay, if that's true, why are you calling Sony and Activision shit? Well, let me explain. Here's why. So Sony is the alpha for everything except security, keeping hackers offline, connection speed, server speed, game mechanics, conversion software, and hardware, where they'll make the conversion from Activision Sony to Activision Xbox, the way they develop the game, and there's going to be slight differentiations because of the way the system, when the disc is running in your system, it processes it slightly differently than, or even maybe drastically differently than it would in the Xbox One versus the PS4 and the PS3 versus Xbox 360. It's because of the way it processes its information, works with the Microsoft information and database, and then executes it. That's how it works. So yeah, the only thing that's the thing. Like, that's what I play video games for, not for Netflix, not all the other apps, not that voice command bullshit. I play video games for video games and nothing else. Yes, I will say, if I wanted to watch Netflix, that is a nice perk because Netflix obviously is a monopoly company. Besides, if you want to get into the argument of which one's better, Hulu or Netflix, whatever. Neither are better, obviously, because of the fact that you can watch it for free as long as you can get past the virus sites that will add up and say, hey, watch this and download this, and then you got a bunch of viruses on your computer. So yeah, you have to have like someone who's done it, has been a veteran of all the virus sites, tell you which ones are actually worth watching, and then there's also the sites that aren't virus sites unless you download or click here or whatever. As long as you exit out of it, it's a virus-free site as long as you don't click on anything. So there's always a catch. Sorry for the spiel. Let me continue the video. But yeah, it's really ridiculous. I come back to kill this guy, get my revenge medal. Let's see here. Let me just show first person so you see what I'm saying. Alright, so I know he's around the corner. He's camping in the corner, and I think the guy sees me. Watch. I think he's just waiting for me. Yeah, he's aiming right there like a little pussy. I could have easily gone downstairs, up through the window. He might not have expected me unless he heard the boost. The boost jump, which he might not, depending on how retarded he is. Because he's a camper, he obviously has a lower IQ because it is lower skill. So it's most likely he won't notice it or care about it. He'll only focus on this door like a freaking guard dog that has an IQ of 1. He'll only focus on one thing. He won't focus about any other thing in his environment. He could easily get shot with a rocket launcher from the other window with Window Wars or Sniper or whatever, but he's going to just stand there, watch that door like it's life on the line, which technically it is. All right, so let's watch this first person again. All right, so he sees me. I see him. About to go into firefight. All right, trying to get my reptiles closer to him. I do a nice quick scope as I'm just lining up a perfect reptile, and that's actually pretty darn accurate. I mean, look at that. If you see, wish there was a way to zoom in. You see the left little, because it's like four different reptiles. It's like a cross without the middle filling, and as you can see, they've turned from white to red because it's an enemy. And you got the perfect left one on the right, perfectly centered. One on the right, perfectly centered. It's absolutely perfect. The one's right above his head. I mean, slightly to the right, but I mean that's semantics. That's not really important. The one's slightly to the left. So I mean, I think that is accurate because if the one at the bottom is slightly to the left and the one at the top is slightly to the right, then it's obviously just the angle you're perceiving it at. So obviously it's as center as it's really going to be, and that really doesn't matter as long as you're going to need a hit marker. So I shot a 3-round burst, and that obviously doesn't register. Let's watch what happens next. Alright, so you see his blood spurt now. I don't get a hit marker even though I clearly shot him, so that's what's wrong with this game. It's down to white again because I'm aiming right down the show hit marker, so that proves mods for days. Right now it's showing him with the flash from his shotgun shooting down, him looking down, get the what is it called? Frick. Shrapnel, I guess it would be. I don't know, the not BBs, the pellets. I don't know. Let's just call it shotgun shell debris. And he's shooting down. It comes to the side. I'm like, what the fuck? You're shooting down. Are you going to shoot to the side? Is that aimbot? I don't even know. So let's get back to this. All right. I shoot him again. 3-round burst. Get this? Like, and even with the Call of Duty logic, if you see that I clearly hit him the other time, but this time it's up for debate. Like, I shot him, I thought, but then as you can see, I'm still getting a hit marker as he's moving to the right. So I'm like, hold on a sec. Well, either I did or I didn't shoot him. But either way, I've noticed like people have done the exact same to me, where I'll not be anywhere near their bullets, and they'll get hit markers in theater mode, and vice versa. If you're hitting me directly, they won't get hit markers. It's like it's just freaking screwed up. Like if you're shooting at someone, you get a hit marker, and if it's a high enough powered weapon, they die. Simple as that. Not if you shoot slightly to the right, you get a hit marker and they die. Not if you're shooting right at them, you don't get any hit markers and they don't die. Like, no. That doesn't make any sense. So let's continue this on. It's like, okay, so that already took... Alright, so the the two that it showed for hit markers is already a 3-round set. And a 3-round set is 1, 2, 3 bullets. And since this is a 3-burst shotgun, like you think in M16, that's 2 registered hit markers of 2 3-round bursts. Prior to that, I had shot a 3-round burst, which you saw hit him. Blood came out, but it didn't register the hit marker because of how either broken the game is or how bad this kid's using a mod. I'm like, okay, so that's 3, 6, 9. 9 bullets. And for the final finish off is 12. So those who wish to overload my comments saying, oh, you never shot him with 12 bullets, oh, well, then you just suck, or your accuracy doesn't. No. Because of the game mechanics, if you shoot someone with a 3-round burst and you get a hit marker, if it's a high enough damage gun, you get a kill, period. Because of the way the 3-round burst system works, if you shoot at them and you get a hit marker, it registers as all 3 bullets coming in. As you know, Activision asked the game mechanics, that's how it works. And not only that, I've shot in the 3-round bursts 3 different times, so that's 9 bullets. And then for the final kill, I shoot another 3-round bullets into him, and that's what kills him. So that's exactly what I've said. I've never said more. I'm not saying less. My usual last couple videos have been around the number of 12 or 9. So no, it's actually, no, it was 12. Yeah, for the ones I'm talking about, the series situations, it's been 12. I've been referencing the number 12. So yeah, I thought that's very interesting. So yeah, tell me what you think. Should 12 bullets be registered for an XR2 gun that's damage that if I'm about to go into private match and show you how much damage it actually does without a modder, and show you that if they're AFK, if you shoot them in the back, if you're playing with a bot, you shoot them in the front, you shoot them in the leg, you shoot them in the head, it's all insta-kill because of how much damage, and because of it being a 3-round burst and not a fully automatic, and because of the damage on the gun. So, yeah, let me just continue the video. I'll explain more bullshit later. Yeah, I'm teabagging this guy. I'm like, yeah, see, I just killed your modding ass. I'm shaking your body because you're a freaking camping pussy. And apparently you have to use mods in order to get kills. Obviously, that stun does nothing to him until after he's done killing me, even though it exploded prior to him firing a single bullet. More bullshit to continue. Okay, I'm not even really caring about the objective anymore. Like, I'm really starting to slowly realize, like, I've been playing Call of Duty for a long, long time. Since the first Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. Even before that, before there was any extra names, it was just Call of Duty 2 and Call of Duty 3. I've been playing since that. And as far as long as I've been playing, I've always been a team player, you know, benefit of the doubt, look at the best in people. And I'm really, like, my innocence is really going, you know. I'm like, okay, so, like a lot of those characters you see in anime, you know, like, oh, no, I'm always going to see the best in people and give them a chance, benefit of the doubt, first, second, third, fourth, million chances. And that really is, you know, my innocence is starting to go away, because I'm like, I'm seeing how corrupt the world can be. I'm seeing how it's really becoming. I guess I'm becoming more mature and war veteran, because this is ridiculous. Like, if someone's going to say something, or the American dream, or what's right and what's not, what's morally correct, but then the complete opposite is true, that's really screwed up. So, and I could go on a whole spiel and all that about what war is and what we're really fighting for in war on terrorism and the U.S. And I mean, if you have any questions about that, I got the full truth and nothing but the truth. Just so go ahead and ask me. I mean, it really is. It's just fucked up. You say you're fighting for your country, you ain't fighting for shit. Maybe back in the day when you actually were fighting for your country, now you're fighting for money. And I'll explain more if you want that in the comments section below. If you want me to make a video, I will. Just ask for it, and it will be yours. So yeah, more mods continue. This guy keeps camping. I'm like, I throw a stun grenade. Somehow it keeps shifting my move to the side. I don't know why. Like, I'm clearly throwing in the middle, but I don't know if it's my controller, if the lagger, using the lag switch again. Now, I've noticed that recently. It's like there's a new mod where people can actually make your bar still show fully green, and yet it will still show you lagging as bad as if you're a red bar or sometimes 2 or 3 bars. So I'm like, hold on a second, what the heck is going on here? That's another glitch. If you didn't just notice that, as soon as I spawned, my Sixth Sense registered that there was somebody there, but there wasn't. So that's a bit weird. I'm like, that I shot so I shot 4 3-round bursts, and out of those 3 I got 3 hit markers. You know, that still doesn't kill me, even though 1 3-round burst would kill anyone. So I thought that was pretty interesting, and that's the end of that. Let me skip to one more piece. The reason why I was probably teabagging this one guy didn't use the mods. Okay, so this guy is... Alright, so here, let me get this. This is probably the reason why I got so frustrated with this one. It's not so much that he was camping in the corner and couldn't die with from partial God mode or either turning his God mode on and off to make himself look legit. Because that's what, you know, professional hackers do. They'll turn their mods on and then they'll turn it off. Because if you have a consistent, it's easier to detect. It's like, if you're to search through someone's IP address, it's easy if it's consistent. If it's not consistent, it dampers the search ability of the searcher. So if you're searching for someone's IP address, if they turn their internet on and off, it's harder to search. If you're not like top of the line, top quality hacker in the world, and if you're just an average. And then if you're searching for someone through their IP address, their ones and zeros and what's connected to their IP address and their game and their coding, all that other stuff, you can easily tell the different coding that's mixed in with the different encryption through mods, modded controller, jailbroken this, jailbroken that, different things that are edited in gameplay, the disk, whatever. So yeah, I thought this was pretty interesting. So look at this. I clearly have Sixth Sense. You've seen me throughout the game using Sixth Sense. I have not switched my class once. This guy is clearly, even if you have, what is it, Cold-Blooded? I can't even remember what the perk is. It's a secondary perk, I believe. And if you have this perk, it dampens, does not get rid of, dampens the effect of Sixth Sense and a bunch of other stuff. So, was it Hardwired? Sixth Sense? I don't remember what it's called. You know what I'm talking about. It's the Sixth Sense dampener, not remover. I'm as close to him as I can possibly be with the Sixth Sense not going off. I've noticed at certain times I can even be all the way to the back of the room and the Sixth Sense will still register. It's just, dampened. It's less frequent. You have to be closer for it to register. So I'm like, that's really strange. So, okay, I'm as close to him as I possibly can be. And at a previous game I've played with him, he's at the same map where he's camping in the same corner. What I do is, in the other game, on the same map, I go right behind this wall. So I'm literally on that other side of the wall, right next to him. And if he was there, well, even if we're both standing still, the thing's still going to flicker on and off or continuously flash red and make the deep, 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 deep if someone's right next to me on the other side of the wall. Now, I also do this, okay, well, maybe there's some glitch in the system. No, that's not either, because of how the game works. That wouldn't work. It just doesn't make any sense. But I'm like, okay, let's just test this theory. So he's camping in the corner, and like I had told you before, because he's so dumb, he's only going to look at that door. I'm like, okay, so I come back in the other game. I go, instead of going up there, I go through there, wash my corners, check my corners. I go through there, I check the outside area. They're all busy, either firefighting with each other or only focusing on the objective. I jump through up there. I look at him to see if he's going to turn around. And then get this. I literally sneak up next to him, right to the side of him. He's only watching that entrance. And I'm like, I slowly hug the wall as I slowly try to get it. Because he's only aiming down sights. He's only looking that direction. He doesn't know his side view. And he clearly doesn't have Sixth Sense. So I hug the wall. I get right next to him. My gun's literally in his face because he's only looking one direction. And because this isn't a realistic game, he doesn't hear my breathing or my footsteps or anything of that. And even if he does, he's too retarded to understand what's going on. My gun's literally in his face to the side of his head. My freaking barrel is aimed right at his head. Literally. But because the game's not going to, show that, the barrel's going to go through his head. So, the barrel and the gun and the bullet couldn't be closer to the head if it tried. And my Sixth Sense being all my entire person, my entire body of my person, it still did not show anything. It still does not show anything. The guy's using the same class, same weapon, same everything, same corner. I'm like, okay. And get this. With the same class, I'm literally right next to him, and the Sixth Sense doesn't go off. I'm like, okay. Even with the dampener, literally being next to him till I can hump his leg so hard that he'd scream out in pain, turn around, and I'd shoot him in the head. It still doesn't register. So I'm like, what kind of mod is this, and where can I get me some of that? I'm kidding. No, I like playing legit. Even if I could use modders against the old modders, I wouldn't do it. It's just it's not worth it. I like playing legit, but it does get frustrating when modders say, "Oh, you suck. You just suck. Stop complaining and bitching. You're just complaining because you suck." No, if you have to use mods and then say you're better than everyone, you're more worthless than a waste of space. I don't understand, how are you going to say you're better than everyone and talk shit on a video game when you have to use mods in order to win? And there's nothing in-game legit that doesn't break the terms and conditions of the PlayStation contract that you have to sign up to play PlayStation Plus and any online game material for PS4. Nowhere does it say, you can use jailbroken this or modded that. And I'm literally standing right next to him. And there's nowhere in the game, there's been no update where you can completely destroy Sixth Sense. I'm right next to him, and it does not at all register Sixth Sense. How does something not register when it cannot be destroyed in game by its own mechanics, its own logic? Sixth Sense is 100% always permanent. There's nothing to get rid of it. Even when the EMP is on, it's not connected to the EMP. It still works. So. And there was no power cord. There was no EMP grenade thrown. So with all that being said, how does that work? How does it work? How does someone able to resist? You're really right next to them. There's no way to completely destroy, Sixth Sense, and I'm right next to them and it doesn't go off. But anyway, someone's trying to hack my account. I just got a notification that my internet's getting lower, which it's one of the top of the line, and it's getting lower, which means someone's trying to hack my account, and that's the same. And I can say that because someone's trying to hack my account. It's given the same exact notification, and of course, tons of people say they're gonna hack my account time and time again. So I'm gonna have to cut this video short. But thanks, guys. This is Stormer Sky 48. Please subscribe, like, whatever you can do, always helps. Thanks. Bye bye.